My name is Anna Weather. Bonjour, I am Catherine. And today, what are we going to play, Catherine? We are going to be playing Nancy Drew, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon. One of my favorite games. Mine too. So, let's get on with this game. And this actually was just installed on our computer because we got a new computer. Yes. So, I've been looking forward to Let's Playing this for a while now. Ever since you did the act out thingy, you've been wanting to do an actual Let's Play. Is that correct? Yes. So let's get to it. Alrighty. Not just be sitting here giving input. Yes, okay. So, new game.
Welcome to my latest case, Last Train to Blue Moon Canyon.
Yay!
To start, choose junior or senior detective. If you're new to adventure games or need some help, click on tutorial.
Junior detective, because I am not as good as some people on YouTube, mainly Argofunk.
Dear Hannah, here I am at the railroad station along with a handful of other detectives about to board a train bound for who knows where. The only person who knows where we're going is Lori Gerard. That's the young woman who invited everyone. Actually, she didn't really invite me. She invited Frank and Joe Hearty, and they invited me. And I've always wanted to join forces with the Hearty boys. I just hope this doesn't turn out to be another one of Lori's attempts to grab publicity. Some people can be a little too rich and a little too famous for their own good. Wish me luck. Love, Nancy.
Well, people, now that our little orientation tour is over, let's get started. Okay, I, again, am Lori Gerard, and the first thing I want to do is thank you all for coming.
Missy.
John Gray, I am so thrilled that you're taking time out from that TV show of yours to do some ghost hunting here with us. I mean, Ghost Chasers is like the best cable show ever. And Charlena Purcell, I cannot tell you how much I adore those romance novels you write. Your characters just seem so real. And all that stuff you know about the Old West, you are just awesome. And Tino Balducci, only the most famous police detective in the country. And then there's Frank and Joe Hearty.
Bonjour!
Amateur detectives? My dad and their dad are old friends. And you must be the other amateur detective, their friend? Natalie?
Honor. And Catherine!
Whatever. All right. I'll bet you're wondering where we're going. Well, we're going to Copper Gorge, Colorado.
Ooh.
Why? To solve the mystery of what happened to Jake Hurley. The man
I've been to
who
Colorado
originally
before.
owned this
Of course, that was a
train.
very,
Because
very,
one
very,
day in
very
the
long time ago.
this train
I was
was
6.
found in a
And now
place
you're
called
almost
Blue Moon
16.
Canyon,
Yeah, and
which
you're
was
what,
out in the
17?
middle of the Nevada desert. Only the engineer was on board, and he was dead. As for
Ew.
Jake Hurley, he had disappeared from the face of the earth. Oh, and 2 more things. Before he disappeared, Jake was rumored to have found the richest gold mine in the world. And the train he owned, this train, his wife Camille died on it while they were going to the gold fields. It was rumored to be haunted.
Haunted? Ah! Lori!
She's gone.
Oh my gosh. What in the world?
Where'd she go? She has vanished before our very eyes.
Brother. It's okay. Everybody just stay calm. No need to panic. I'll get to the bottom.
Are you panicking? Because I am not panicking. I am the pinnacle of calm.
You're up on all that social etiquette stuff. What are you supposed to do when your hostess vanishes into thin air?
Look for her.
If I don't seem concerned, it's because I'm not. Lori Gerard is a young woman whose only goal in life is to be famous. She craves attention and habitually uses her father's considerable wealth to get it.
So she makes it. So this is Charlena Purcell. We called her not too long ago in Nancy Drew Secret of Shadow Ranch, and yeah. So
How well do you know her?
I don't really know her, I just know of her. The only reason I accepted your invitation was because I've come across the name Jake Hurley several times in my research, and this seemed like a good opportunity to learn more about him.
makes sense.
What was your name again?
Nancy Drew.
You've actually met, sort of.
I called you not too long ago when I was at Shadow Ranch. You gave me some information about Dirk Valentine.
Ah, Nancy Drew.
You don't remember me, do you?
You don't remember me, do you?
No.
Oh. So, I think I'll talk about Lori, seems how she's vanished!
Ever guessed before?
Nancy,
Joe?
come here.
Bonjour, Joe!
Excuse me for a second. Is this Jake and his wife?
Yes. From what I've read, Camille loved to sing and dance, even in death, apparently. Jake reportedly
Wait a
that
moment.
after she
How
died,
does she
he
sing
would sometimes
in
see strange
death?
glowing lights outside the windows at night, bobbing gracefully alongside the train as if dancing with it. He said
Oh
he
my
found the sight
word.
very comforting. I suspect normal people would have found it terrifying.
Yeah. But probably not as terrifying as Charlotte from Ghost of
Hey,
Thornton
Nance.
Hall.
Where have you two been?
I'm telling you, when me and my sister played that game, we were screaming our heads off every time Charlotte popped on the
I could hear
screen.
all these weird noises coming from inside.
Weird noises, eh? Like what?
Any idea what he was doing?
I was just about to go in, but the next thing I know, Joe's got my arm in a vice grip and is dragging me back here, babbling about how Balducci's our guy.
He found something on the floor right where Lori was standing when the train went dark. I saw him pick it up and put it in his pocket. Then he left.
Did you see what it was?
Did you see what it was?
When I tried to talk to him, he just kind of brushed me aside and said something snotty like, "I'm on the job here, Junior, so just go back to the playground and stay out of the way." In case you two hadn't noticed, we're not getting a lot of respect around here. Can't we at least tell Balducci that we do stuff for ATAC?
You know the rules.
ATAC?
ATAC?
American Teens Against Crime. They do a lot of undercover work.
Wonder Cop's probably never even been undercover.
Joe, let it go.
Yeah, Joe, just let it go, let it go, can't hold it back anymore, let it go, turn away and slam the door.
What about you, Nancy? What do you think?
Wait, what was the question? I was busy singing Let It Go. I agree with Frank, because he actually has brains.
I kind of agree with Frank.
You've got to be kidding.
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
Do you think maybe one of Lori's other guests is in on her disappearance?
It's certainly possible.
From the way she talked, it didn't sound like she knew any of them.
Maybe that's what she wanted us to think.
Or maybe that's what one of them wanted her to think.
Well, whether Lori disappeared by force or by choice, what we've got to do now is find her.
Absolutely.
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Has anyone talked to the engineer?
Not that I know of.
Then I'm going to head up front and tell him what's happened. Maybe he knows something we don't.
Good idea. In the meantime, we'll take another look around in here.
Great. Catch you later.
So those are the Hearty boys. Don't tell anyone, but I have a huge crush on Joe Hearty. He is just so cute. Now,
Pretty.
make a mental
It's like
note
some kind
of this gemstone. It will come in handy later. We can't pick it up now, but, and I don't know what this is about, but you have to look at that, I'm pretty sure. And you gotta see that this can't move,
But I can't seem to move it.
because that comes in handy later too.
Sadie Crawford.
That's part of a puzzle later on. This room is just full of pieces to puzzles.
A square and a duck.
Interesting. Who wants to see a
Looks like
death
some sort
moment?
of
I
steam
do.
valve. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
Sacre bleu! Is that French? Yeah, I think so.
Engineer, what do you want?
Hello, I'm one of the passengers, and I just thought you should know that Lori Gerard has disappeared.
So?
I just thought you might want to call the police or something.
I just thought you might want to call the police or something.
Hey, all I know is I take orders from Miss Gerard, okay? Right now my orders are to get this train to Copper Gorge non-stop. Until Miss Gerard tells me otherwise, that's what I'm gonna do.
Shouldn't you at least call the
Shouldn't
authorities?
you at least call the authorities?
It'll be my pleasure, just as soon as Miss Gerard orders me to.
But-
Now, if you'll excuse me, I a train to run.
Ooh, great. She's gonna blow!
Oops.
Yeah, oops.